Hey Glam Squad, welcome back to another episode of Beginner's Guide to Makeup, the series that helps busy women with their makeup struggles in just a few very easy to follow steps. So a few months ago, I did an easy eye makeup look for green eyes tutorial, and we learned that copper, golds, bronze, browns all complement green eyes. But did you know the opposite of green is red on the colour wheel? So anything red, burgundy, plum and purple all look incredible on green eyes and really make them pop. So today I'll be showing you how to add some colour to your eye makeup look. So if you're interested, then just keep on watching. So for this lesson, I'd recommend picking up some eyeshadow shields. These are incredible for beginners. They really help you when you're starting out. You can get them on my website as well. You're also going to need an eyeshadow palette that has some browns and some burgundy shades. I'm using the Sigma one. If the eyeshadow palette you're using doesn't have a good transitional shade, I'd recommend picking up a bronzer. These come in lots of different tones and undertones and shades, so you can mix it up depending on your skin tone. You're also going to need a mix of different eyeshadow brushes. I'll go through them in a little bit more detail in the video, but mostly blending brushes and flat eyeshadow brushes. And then lastly, I use some black eyeliner and mascara. So let's get started. So I started off by priming my lids. I'm just using a little bit of concealer here. You can use an eyeshadow primer or you can use a concealer. For this particular look, I'm going to be focusing on the outer corner of the eye in a V shape to give the eye a more youthful, lifted appearance. This is why I recommend shadow shields, as they will do the hard work for you. So I started off by taking a large fluffy blending brush, holding it at the end of the handle because we want the least amount of pigment and pressure. And then I'm taking the bronzer. So like I said, the colour of the bronzer will depend on your skin tone. So just pick something that gives you a soft wash of colour, and you can go as warm or as cool as you'd like. You want to blend this colour back and forth right above the top of your eyeball, so like deep into your socket, blending it back and forth. Once the colour is in place, swirling it up to the brow bone to blend everything out. So next you want to take a smaller, more detailed blending brush like the one I'm using here, and you want to start creating a V shape on the outer corner. So you can see here I'm just blending back and forth right against the shadow shields, and this is where this comes in handy because it gives you a guide. So you're just blending back and forth, blending that gorgeous burgundy shade, but don't bring it up too high to the brow bone. Keep it closer to the lid of the eye. You can go up as high as you'd like, but to begin with I'd keep it nice and close to the lid of the eye. Then you want to open your eyes and look straight ahead, and you want to press that blending brush into the crease of your eye or into the fold of your eye. And this is a great way to see how far up you're bringing the eyeshadow. If you're looking straight ahead into a mirror, you'll be able to see how far the eyeshadow is going to go up, so it's not going to give you any surprises. And once you're happy with that, you can just start kind of tickling around the edges of the shadow, and this is going to soften out the edges and blend them out for you. I'm using a burgundy colour for this look to show you how reds really bring out green eyes. However, if you don't have green eyes, if you're watching this, or if you just don't want to use a plum shade, you can totally mix it up and use different colours. You could use browns, you could use black, you could use purples. It really is up to you. So now I've swapped my brush for a larger blending brush and an eyeshadow that's a couple of shades lighter than the darker colour you use. I'm using the soft kind of pinky red, and I'm literally just softening out the edges because you want to create a gradient. So I'm literally just holding the brush at the end of the handle and tickling around the edges, so you're blending out that darker shade and again just creating that gradient. So you're kind of like half on the plum shade, half off it, so it's just going to fade out. So now I'm just going back to that smaller blending brush and taking a little bit more of that burgundy shade, and I'm literally just going to build up the colour a little bit more. So it's just taking your time with it, just building up the colour. Sometimes when you're blending the colours you can lose a bit of the pigment, so you just want to build that back up. I'm also going to take a tiny bit of the brown eyeshadow and I'm going to pop this in kind of closer to the lid just to deepen it slightly. It's not going to make the shadow brown, it's just going to create a little bit more dimension to the look. Moving on to the lid colour, you want to take a flat eyeshadow brush and a matte colour of your choice. I'm going to be using a beige shade, and you want to take this in small sections and press the shadow onto the lid, and this is going to give you the most amount of pigment, and it's going to stop the eyeshadows from going patchy. You also want to bring it right up to meet that kind of lighter shade we use in the crease, and that is just going to make your eyes look bigger and brighter. Now you can take off your shadow shields and you can see that beautiful clean line it gave you. It's just absolutely stunning. And you want to match your top lash line up to your bottom lash line. So to do this, take a flat eyeshadow brush and a bit of the burgundy shade, and you just want to run it on your lower lash line, keeping it close to the root of the lashes. And then you can add some black liner, or you could use some brown or some white if you want to make your eyes appear bigger. And then you can apply some mascara and lashes of your choice. So that is it. I really hope you enjoyed this makeup lesson. Again, you can just swap up the colors depending on how brave you are with color, or maybe you could pick a different shade depending on your eye color. Obviously mine are blue, but the burgundy shades always bring out the green flecks in my eyes. So I hope you enjoy this, and I really hope I get to see you in next week's makeup lesson. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave. It will make my day and it will really help my channel grow as well. Love you lots. Bye.